Good evening. Sorry, that was pretty loud. My name is Carrie Yaney. I'm assistant principal here at Granger High School. Please direct your attention to the doors of the south of the stadium, or the gymnasium. When the graduates enter, you will notice that some are wearing various colored cords and medallions. These cords represent students with academic honors. Many students will also be wearing cords they have earned through their participation in various clubs. The medallions represent the valedictorian and salutatorian and represent the graduates with the 2 highest grade point averages. At this time, we will have the procession of district staff, faculty, and school board directors, followed by the Junior Honor Board, Julissa Nunez, Olivia Hurlbert, Idali Cardoza, and Greg Herrera, who will direct the procession for graduating class of 2021. Please rise and welcome the graduates as they enter with pomp and circumstance. Please continue to stand as graduate Daniela E. Kikwa sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light when so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Thank you, Daniela. That was beautiful. I'd like to introduce our guests. On stage tonight, to my right, we have School Board Directors Paul Gola and School Board President Kyle Shin. Directors Dalia Isiornia Chavez, Ron Fleming, and Mary Hull are seated with the faculty in the back. Also on stage is Superintendent Dr. Brian Park and Granger High School Principal Mike Carlson. We'd like to excuse our school counselor, Mr. Greg Herrera. He wanted to be here tonight but could not. Please acknowledge their hard work with a round of applause. We will now hear from Granger High School Principal, Mr. Mike Carlson, with a recognition of achievement for the class of 2021.
Class of 2021, Mr. Herrera offers you a challenge. Remain focused, have faith, and believe in yourself. He says, it has been a pleasure to have served you and supported you over these last 4 years, and he sends us congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, class accomplishments from this graduating class before you. 34 of these graduating seniors will have earned college credit through Running Start and through college and high school. Those of you who have earned credit either through Running Start or through college and high school, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. 9 of the Running Start students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree from Yakima Valley College this month. If they would please stand. This is the highest number of graduating class receiving the associate's degree in the school's history. Would the students who have attended YB Tech, would they please stand? These students have completed and will receive the certification. They have received industry certifications and or credentials for the work that they've done through Wyoming Tech. Thank you. For this graduating class, 58% of them in their post-secondary plans and aspirations have identified that they intend to move on to college after high school. 21% have identified technical schools or training programs. 2% have selected to attend an apprenticeship program. 7% have indicated military enlistment. And 12% have indicated a transition into the workforce. For scholarships in total, grants, financial aid awards, this class has earned over $721,000. This is truly a great accomplishment. Next, we will hear from the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Ms. Toby Meisinger.
Class of 2021. Remember when 2021 was only our elementary and middle school computer password? I, for one, know the year 2021 never meant anything to me until high school. Until I became part of a class that would be 3-time Spirit Week champions, until the world shut down in 2020, and 2021 seemed like a beacon of hope. Our plans changed near the end of junior year, and we had to adapt to a new form of high school. There were no more lunches with our best friends, no more assemblies, and no more sports. We thought we might not make it to this day. However, much like Mr. Carlson's class on an infamous hike up Mount St. Helens, we have demonstrated an admirable amount of perseverance, and here we are. We made it. We survived all of our embarrassing moments, like when I ate a worm in 6th grade, or an Esperanza broke her leg while roller skating. We have lost some friends, failed some tests, and experienced a good amount of heartbreak in general. But through it all, we as a class have stuck together. I myself lost an entire friend group at one point, but I was never really alone because of the sense of community this class has. I remember the Martin Luther King Jr. Assembly sophomore year. I was having a horrible day until that assembly. There was going to be a Kahoot competition, and each class needed to send out one representative. I was not going to participate because I would have been embarrassed if I had lost. But you guys decided to start chanting my name because for some reason you viewed me as the smartest member of the class. Luckily for me, the Kahoot didn't work, so I never had the chance to potentially humiliate myself. But that moment carried me all the way up here. Not only have you guys played a huge part in my success, but there are many others who have been it for me and for all of us. First of all, we've had our parents. They've given us a roof over our heads, made sure we had what we needed for school, and have always encouraged us to follow our dreams. Thank you, parents, for believing in us and putting up with us for all these years. We would not be here without you, both literally and metaphorically. Thank you to my parents for being my coaches, pastors, caretakers, friends, and cheerleaders. We've also had the rest of our families as support systems. Thank you, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and any other extended family members. I want to thank my sisters for being my motivators and my brother for being my best friend. I'm really getting to see you. For those of us who played sports, we could always rely on our coaches for support and motivation, both on and off the field and court. Thank you to my coaches, Ms. King, Mrs. Rojas, and Jaime Vasquez, for always seeing my potential and believing in me when I didn't. You coaches have helped us gain confidence and achieve great things, and we only hope we made you proud. Living in a small town means having a very large support system. Many members of the community have invested in our lives and cheered for us at sporting events. Thank you to everyone who has supported us by cheering for us and voting on measures to help improve our school. I'd like to thank the staff members of the Granger School District. You helped raise us, you taught us almost everything we know, you dedicated your time to helping us succeed, and we couldn't have made it here without you. If we've learned anything in the past 4 years, it's that anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work. My hope for all of you is that you will never give up. Life is hard, but if you hold tightly to those you love and focus on achieving your goals, you can't lose. Even if the outcome of your hard work isn't what you expected, you still haven't lost. Don't forget to have fun and not take yourself so seriously. No matter where life takes you, always be kind, always work hard, and always remember where you came from. Always remember your friends from Granger High School. Troy Bolton said it best in his graduation speech in High School Musical 3, which I will now paraphrase. Granger High School is having friends that we'll keep for the rest of our lives. I guess that means we really are all in this together. Because once a Spartan, always a Spartan. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. I'd now like to introduce our salutatorian, Aisha Cervantes.
Hello, class of 2021 graduates. It's been a strange school year, but we did it. I'm sure that many of us were anticipating our last school year to present us with countless memorable experiences, and it has, just not in the way we expected at all. Although we have not been able to celebrate our achievements in a normal manner, we are fortunate enough to graduate in person. I find myself at this moment, as I'm sure many of you are, undergoing various conflicted emotions. From happiness to pride to excitement and so on as to what lies ahead of us after this significant day. All of us have put in a great amount of effort, especially these last 4 years of high school, and are here at graduation. Well deserving of the work we put in. 4 years ago, many of us walked our high school halls, nervous and anticipating what our high school years would bring upon us. Now, 4 years later, we're leaving our school to other students who are just as nervous as we were when first stepping into high school. Some of us leaving a legacy behind in a variety of ways in school, from some being charismatically funny, to some being full of passion and talent on the sports field, to some leading our school onto great things through their leadership, and to some of us constantly motivated to do our schoolwork and strive for academic excellence. Each and every one of us has contributed to the success of our class. Over all our educational years here at Granger, from elementary to middle school and now high school, we have grown not only individually but together as well, and believe we've come to be a very successful graduating class. However, I'm sure we all have faced challenges along the way and will continue to do so. Nevertheless, we should not fret to face them. We should all be grateful for the challenges we face in life. Not all storms come to disrupt our life, but rather come to clear our path. What I recognize, take 1. Seeking for dreams, take 2. Going under a realization, take 3. Within this film-like life, we ought to come upon bloopers. This just comes to show, just like shows, we will make mistakes, and that's okay. There's heavy baggage on all our shoulders, but for all that, trust me, for all that, trust us, let's all live fiercely. But all of us should remember, a dream doesn't have to be something grand. Just strive for your true passions, big or small. We deserve a life, whatever extravagant or small dream, you are you after all. Looking at our class of 2021, each face I see brings to mind a name. Each face brings to mind a memory, a story. In any other school around us, I wouldn't even recognize, let alone attach a name to every single individual. I cherish the fact that I am familiar with every one of my fellow graduates, even if I'm not necessarily close to all of my peers. I still find it quite special, partly due to our relatively small class size. I want to thank you, my fellow peers, for playing a great role in my success. As peers and friends, we made many great memories together, which we can look back upon and laugh. Tonight, as our last day as seniors, we give a shout out to all individuals that have helped us along this journey. From coaches to teachers, family, friends, mentors, and endless more support systems. I want to thank the Granger School District staff for always supporting me and building me to be a bright individual along with all of us that is ready to adventure into the broader world. I want to thank my family for always sticking with me, believing in me, and being my biggest motivators. We went through so much the last decade or so. I consider myself fortunate enough to have met you all and to be part of the strong bond we have created as a class. Up until recently, I'm sure many of us felt uneasiness whenever faced with the fact of finishing high school and beginning a new chapter in life. But standing here today, I am filled with joy and excitement to venture into another world, as I'm sure we all are, ready to offer all we got. Love your uniqueness and embrace it. As we are leaving high school and on to college and adulthood, let's not be afraid to lead the processions of those before us and those around us. I wish you all many blessings for all these years to come. I wish you lots of happiness and prosperity. Remember, let's stand out and not be afraid to go on our own way, to be different, to do different. I appreciate your time and congratulations, class of 2021. Now for the recommendation of the class, Mr. Michael Carlson.
Dr. Hart, Mr. School Board President, Mr. Shin, board members, I'm pleased to recommend that these students that are sitting before you have completed all of the graduation requirements of the state of Washington and of the Granger School District. We invite forward the ASB President, Malik Cantu, and Senior Class President, Justice Solis, as they will congratulate.
Class of 2021 president for all 4 years of high school. Over these past 4 years of presidency, I've been able to see our class from a different perspective, from a leadership point of view. I've seen the growth we've made not only as a whole, but as individuals. I've watched you all grow into these great young ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we lost quite a chunk of our high school experience to this pandemic. Although we didn't get a normal senior year, I feel we made memories that will last a lifetime. Some of us strengthened relationships over the phone or in these last few months we've interacted through hybrid learning. We forged an unpredictable bond throughout middle school and high school. We are a family. We didn't let this pandemic distance us. This, in fact, drew us closer as a whole. We all focused on the bright side through these tough times. Today marks the end of our childhood. After this graduation, we take a step into our new beginnings, young adulthood. We are all moving into the real world, going to college or the workforce. I know we have a lot to learn, but I have no doubt that each and every one of us will succeed and reach any and every goal we ever set for ourselves. I'm excited to see where life takes us all. Just remember, the sky is the limit, and each and every one of you are bigger and better than you'll ever know. Lastly, on behalf of my classmates and myself, I'd like to thank our staff for doing as much as they could for us through this pandemic, and our parents. Thank you for going above and beyond, for trying your best to give us every single senior moment possible. Your actions did not go unnoticed, so thank you once again, staff, parents, and class of 2021, for giving us memories that will last a lifetime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Justice. My fellow Spartans, I used to always dream of writing a speech for graduation. I spent almost my entire life thinking about what I would say if given the opportunity to speak today, and I used to think I had it all figured out. But when I finally sat down to put some words onto this paper, I found that I had no idea what to say. I looked within myself and tried to figure out why I was at such a loss of words, and then I realized it was because so much has changed, and through that change, you all have left me absolutely speechless. I couldn't find any correct way to describe how absolutely amazed I am by each and every one of you, by your strength, your knowledge, your kindness, and your grit. Our class has been through struggles that no other class has ever experienced before. Also, suddenly we had to figure out how to navigate our way through a global pandemic. For months, our bedrooms were our new classrooms, our friends and family were dangerous to be around, and we sat in front of a computer screen, sometimes for hours, just staring with no clue what to do or how we got to that point. These struggles sometimes made us feel like we had no future to really work for. Our mental health and spiritual beings took so many blows, just questioning whether all of this truly means anything, especially when it felt like we just couldn't catch a break. But if there's one thing that this pandemic and all the years prior to it have taught us, it is that we are always stronger than we think. Our struggles are unexpected and sometimes unimaginable. Sometimes they come as a 7-page essay about a book you forgot to read. Sometimes they come as a year-long series of national quarantines. And as I have experienced personally, sometimes they come as a house fire that takes everything you have away from you. All of these things have blindsided us and left us feeling hopeless. But still, we're here. We're here because we worked for it. We're here because we deserve it. Whether you were our valedictorian, or whether you were on wild goose chase the last few days of school just to meet the graduation requirements, you put in the work necessary to finish this chapter of our lives. So please, never give up on yourself. Never lose sight of what you're working towards. And always keep love in your heart, because that is our ultimate strength. And on a different note, all of you who know my twin brother David can too. He is asking today to deliver a little message for all of you. And to keep it as genuine as possible, I'm going to try my best.
Congratulations, y'all. We did it.
Thank you for all of the friendships formed, memories made, and lessons learned. I wish the best for all of you and much love. See you on Sunday nights. And juices. Thank you guys, thank you parents, my teachers, staff members, thank you everybody for everything. And I'll never forget any of you. And congratulations.
And Jess Mendoza. And Johnny Mendoza.
And next we have Aaliyah Bustamante. Colton Bierman. Tanya Bruno. Maria Guerrera. Brenton Bird. Maria Mendoza. Nancy Mendoza. Sierra Middleton. Sukane Navarrete. Maria Hernandez.
Michaela Cantor. Madison Cannon. Emily Camacho. Daisy Calderon. Gloria Bustamante. Anette Ochoa. Rita Ochoa. Enrique Ochoa. Ana Ochoa. Zeke Ochoa.
Aisha Cervantes. Armando Casillas. Shaylin Cardenas. Diggy Cantu. Manuel Orduño. Milton Padilla. Joseph Pena. Moises Pena. And Colton Penny.
Angel Diaz. Georgia de Jesus.
Monse Garcia. Denise Garcia. Ricardo Franco. Nathan Fisk.
Yeah, brother! Yeah!
Daniela Ikiwa. Jonathan Reyes. Uziel Reyes. Robert Rodriguez. Josué Rojas. Jonathan Salazar. Irving Guerra. Samuel Guadarrama. Nadia Guadarrama. Jose Gonzalez. Haley Golov. Marissa Salazar. Selena Salud. Armina Sanchez. Fidel Sandoval. Ivy Serrano.
Jonathan Lopez. Romero Jimenez. Gabby Herrera. Ryan Hecker. Toby Geisinger. Sinai Silva. Victoria Solis. Ariela Solorio. And Joni Tallman.
Paula Brito. Ismael Torres. Crystal Torres. Arelis Trujillo. Ethan Umtouch. Juliana Blasquez. Guadalupe Venegas. Brian Mirando. Carlos Cortez.
Emily Cantu. Justice Solis.
We'll invite Justice back up to the stand to remove the tassel.
Can you guys stand up? It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving a high school diploma, the cap tassel is shifted from the right side to the left side of the cap. Dr. Hutt and Mr. Carlson, this genuine guests, families, friends, and most importantly, class of 2021 graduates. I am honored to be the first Spartan to officially call you alumni. Congrats. Please move your tassel.
Please acknowledge the hard work and the supporting of the class of 2021 with a round of applause. We'll invite graduate Daniela Aguilar to come forward to sing the recessional. Please rise to honor the graduates as they march out to the recessional. Congratulations, class of 2021. We're very proud of you.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep my head high. It's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. This is Sometimes I knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Gotta keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
Thank you. If you will adjourn to the outside and go ahead and greet your graduates.